Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Verdant Mosaic. This is episode 8 of our Odin Leifthrasir playthrough. Last time we went through Volcanon and rescued Oswald from the last dragon, Levanthan. And we have come back. It's been a little while since our last episode, so let's see what's going on.
You mustn't. Don't go anywhere without telling me ever again. But in any event, I too am happy to hear of Oswald's return.
Oswald is safe. What a relief.
She's gonna say make some tea.
Yes, indeed.
I was wrong, but you all thought she was, didn't you?
Oswald is safe. Yes, indeed.
Okay, they're not saying anything new. She's not gonna... Okay, just moving on to the next thing. It's been almost 2 weeks since I last played. If you saw I think it's episode 28 of Dark Souls is also when I started recording again. That was yesterday. I was moving past couple of, like all of last week, which is moving. Again, still in Austin, in South Austin now, as opposed to North. I'm enjoying it so far. It's just, even at the best of times, it can be stressful, just because moving things and whatnot. I'm trying to get inventory, because it looks like we have a lot of things. I have yogurt, material, some foods. We should probably... Yes, I'm gonna real quick go to these restaurants and try to eat some foods, because I'm pretty sure we have the money for it. Gonna get some pancakes. Let's see, the most expensive thing we can get is chocolate fondant, and it sounds extravagant.
With pleasure.
These are pretty pictures for all of these things. That looks delicious. It has chocolate in the center. Oh my god. I hope she enjoyed that.
Will this be...
We can get a couple more of them. Try to level up a bit. I recently had a donut from Gordeau's, which is a place that you can go to here in Austin, and oh my god, it was a donut. I'm gonna keep doing this. It was a donut, but then it was also covered in chocolate, but then on top of that, pieces of brownie, and good god, it was obscene how much I enjoyed that donut.
With pleasure.
I highly recommend it. Go on down. Not good for your insides, but oh my god. And they also have burgers, and they too are made with donuts. You think that wouldn't work because there's a hole in the middle and it's a donut, but it's not. It's just not sweet. And again, you'd think that was weird, but it wasn't. It was just so good. And it was... Again, go on down. Go on down to it. You'll feel all kinds of guilt later, but that's later. And you could be dead then. So enjoy it now while you can. Anyway, we should probably actually play a level. We're going to Ringford, the Forest of Fairies.
Has Oswald's condition changed?
He is resting at the moment.
It seems strange considering they all stay in the same room all of the time. So
May
wouldn't
I
they all
ask you
know at the
something?
same time?
What is it?
I don't know.
I have heard rumors suggesting that Oswald has some type of connection to the Queen of Death.
Well,
In order to increase my Belderreaver's power, my father sold me to her.
Oswald! You need to rest.
And just as he wished, I acquired the cursed power of the Shadow Knight. But in compensation for this contract, the Halia lurk about everywhere. They are waiting for the moment my power fades.
How terrible.
As long as I have the Belder, the Halia fear me and stay away. But this power continues to be my curse.
So dramatic.
That was a close
almost
call
to
back
being
there.
maudlin.
I must thank you. But Gwendolyn, why did you go to the Fire Kingdom? What did you discuss with Onyx?
I apologize for not obeying your command to stay here.
Dramatic because his back is to us.
But I was so worried and concerned about you. I could not sit idly by.
Huh? You were worried about me?
Your Highness! You belong to my father's troops.
I have something to report. Ragnarnovel suffered a crushing defeat from the Vanir under their new queen. They have seized the area around the cauldron.
That can't be. How is the king? Is the king all right?
King Odin has been wounded by arcane bolts and has returned to the castle. But his injuries are severe, and he is in no shape to do battle. The enemy will surely take this opportunity to invade the castle. The precious ring he received from your highness has been taken away.
Oh no!
You gave away the ring I presented to you?
This is some Twilight nonsense right here.
This was all a part of the Demon Lord's scheme. So, I was used as a puppet.
Wait a moment. I really...
Your Highness,
Oh,
for
love
now,
is caught in a
please
tangled
return
web
to
of
the kingdom
lies.
and assist King Odin.
I cannot return to my father. But I will serve my responsibility as the king's daughter and fight. Please inform the king of my intentions.
The bird.
You're going to attack alone? You're asking to be killed! If I can retrieve that ring, the entire war will change. Are you doing this for your father? Or for him? I never imagined losing someone could be so terrifying. I don't want to lose him.
Though I suppose one could argue that she's merely traded the love of, that she sought from her father to the love of her now husband, who is doomed to live a cursed life. Though I suppose who am I to judge the motives of those in love? Anywho, going through a forest. We hop? No? Okay, yeah, we have to. Got a grape seed. Let's look at the map. Oh, I think these are other special. Let's see if I remember how to do this. We'll see what they are in a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this again. Just like riding a bike, though technically I don't know how to ride a bike, so take that how you will. Now, let's see. The origin of sheep. Baramet is a plant from foreign lands famously noted in the Haverfell book of botany for its most peculiar quality. Instead of flowers or fruit, it bears live sheep. These arboreal sheep tend to run away as soon as they are born. Hunt them before they escape, however, and you'll get some fresh lamb chops for your trouble. The lamb chops that come from Baramet are much more nutritious than chicken and are considered to be high-class cuisine. A single taste of cooked lamb, and you will instantly see that the effort required in this preparation will be well worth it. If you manage to obtain a Baramet seed, raise it with care. And I believe that is the reward for this stage. Let's see if we have resources. Requires 36 phosons to mature. There we are. That look like 36 to you? Well, let's see. There we are. Oh, look at the little sheep. Now we're gonna murder them! Got a lamb shop. Let's see. Map. Going this way. Okay. Let's see. What else have I been up to? Yesterday, we went to, my roommates and I, and some other friends, went to, Zilker Park to see the, I think it's called Theater on the Green or something like that. It's, essentially, every summer in Austin, they put, free, I get musical. I'm not sure if it's always a musical, but it's a play, at least, on, in outdoors in Zilker Park, and you can sit on a hill and watch them perform it. This year it was Shrek. We saw half of it and then left, not because it was a bad show. It was actually a surprisingly high quality considering it was outside and free. But they do get money from the city as well as donations and stuff. Very good production. The only criticism I guess I'd have is the bane of all community theater, which is sound. Because if your microphones aren't working, we can't hear you. But as it turns out, that is the most expensive part of the whole process. Sort of the unsolvable problem. Anyway, we left halfway through, or at the end of the first act, because like all public things, it was crowded as hell, and it was already like 10:30 by the time the first act was over. What did we pick up? Let me read this. By order of King Odin, we dwarves have formed exploration teams to find and unearth hidden treasures around the world. Currently, we are tasked with finding phozon prisms, rare ores rich in magic. For the sake of the teams that may follow in our footsteps, I leave this guide. Didn't we already read this? Search it. Yeah, I feel like we read this already. Fear not the spores of magic mushrooms and the shrinking effects they cause. Instead, use it to your advantage. Slip past gaps that would normally be too narrow. In some areas, you might find yourself hindered by strong winds. Use dwarven stone boots to withstand them. Oh, this is just telling us about various obstacles in the field that are new. But yeah, show was good. The only issue was it was already because of sound issues, the show didn't start until like 40 minutes after we were supposed to. And we didn't want to sit an extra hour after the additional hour for the rest of the show, waiting for the park mark to become reversible, because it was just chaos. So yeah, we didn't. But I had already seen Shrek at a Bass Concert Hall a couple years ago by a traveling company. Not that huge a difference in quality, except maybe the actors were a little more seasoned. But other than that, decent show. If you have, I believe it's still going on through August. So if you have the chance, I would go look that up and try and go see it, because it is a fun show if you're, not adverse to being outside. I would advise getting there, you know, at least an hour beforehand, if not even earlier, just because people like to get there super early and put down towels and leave, and then come back later after, you know, giant crowds have formed, like monsters. Anywho, fun show. We got another prism. Should give us a new ability. Remember to enunciate. I'm kind of tired today. What am I not? Not tired. Blizzard! Let us see what we got from this. Damaging snowstorm that inflicts the freeze effect against all foes. Huh. That requires 30 points in order to use. We also have Freeze Lance, Gather the Cold, Unleash. Have I been using these? I don't know what I have equipped. This is like our ultimate ability. Fall Clash, Freeze Enhancement, increase the freeze effect caused by Cipher skills. I feel like I should, yeah, I'm gonna do this one. Passives are always good because you don't have to think about them. And I can also buy some other stuff. Reinforce. That requires 9. Never mind. Shield Bash. By pressing forward just after guarding an attack. I don't know how often I'd actually use that. Icy Grip might be useful. Apply freeze effect if he is 30% or lower. That's good enough. Okay. We have that. Let us keep going. I need to remember to stop like halfway through or so whenever we find the mid-level boss, just so I can split up these levels so you aren't. Other things. See, we found... One second, let me look at this potion that we picked up. We picked up gold. Increases the chance that enemies will drop money. 14% duration, 28 seconds. Dropped coins, 2 types. Alright, so that's good to use when we are in the midst of battle. Should definitely be using more of these. Let me eat one of these. Gave us quite a bit of... I should probably save at least one of these for the traveling chef, wherever he may be. Let's see, saw a couple of movies in between now with a friend of mine, Logan. If you saw some of my Dark Souls playthrough, he's in a couple of episodes commentating and the like. Let's see, what did we see? We saw Lights Out the other day, which is the full theatrical release based off of a short of the same name. Like the title would suggest, the concept is when the lights are off, a mysterious force can attack you, but only in the darkness. Okay, this thing... In concept, it was... I didn't find it super this evil, the ghost of this girl. These are spoilers, but I don't feel like it's anything new. Is that she suffers from depression and they repeatedly call her crazy, and that's somehow the explanation for why she's acting the way she is. Which is problematic, just because, one, people who are depressed, to my knowledge, don't have those kind of delusions, but also just because mental health issues are very stigmatized. And I know it's a movie, and it's a horror movie, so I shouldn't be harping on a horror film for doing what a lot of horror films do, but at the same time, you know, you gotta criticize things. You have to start criticizing them, otherwise, when are they gonna stop doing those things? And it just seemed like it wasn't a necessary thing to do. Like, it was more just lazy writing as opposed to it being an issue. Like, the Babadook did some interesting things with mental health and dealing with grief and things like that, and using that as making it a part of the story that you then have to deal with, as opposed to this person is crazy, therefore they act this way, as opposed to the film being more of a metaphor for stuff. Anywho, not a bad film, just, you know, didn't really do anything new. If you like horror films, check it out, I suppose. Other one was Ghostbusters, the new remake. I enjoyed that so much. So much. Can't recommend it highly enough. It's very much different from the original, but, you know, if you're expecting essentially a sequel to the old Ghostbusters, why? That was made 30 years ago. That seems weird. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Go see it. It's a good hour and a half of just fun. Do it. I want to say more about it, but I'm fighting a giant mushroom monster and being roundly defeated. One second, I gotta make an antidote. Do I have any material? Yes. Okay. I gotta retreat. Do this. I gotta heal myself. I don't have a ton of out and out. I don't have any direct healing. I just have apples. It seems kind of strange if you're in the middle of the field. Okay, this thing changes both form and gender. That's interesting. Or at least just by the look of it, that's interesting. That's what I would call fantastical. Potions at you. Volcano! More volcanoes! I got hit by more things. Yeah, my fire messed you up. Okay, that did good. One of the material, one Cub's Bane. Just in case, I will very likely be poisoned. Ah! What are those things? Critical strike! Ah, she got me. Okay, we did it. Feeling good. Let's see, what did we get? We got another Baromet seed, and we got a draw ring +1. I believe what that does is, like the name would suggest, item drop rate multiplied 1.8. Recovery from burn effect. No. It says draw in nearby enemies is what it does. Huh. don't know if I need this on me, so what do I want to do? I'm gonna put on this because it increases my defense a lot higher. What was I was talking about Ghostbusters. What I enjoyed about it was that they all sounded like scientists, which that sounds kind of strange, but yeah, they knew what they were talking about, and it was cool that they weren't all overly concerned about getting with a dude. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just when that's the thing all of the time, you're like, hey. And it was just fun. It was just fun. Kate McKinnon is the engineer. She's just all of the looks that she gives. So delightful and entertaining. And oddly, go see it. It's a fun time. If you don't have fun with it, I don't know what's you might not be allowing yourself enough joy in your life. Allow yourself to have fun. It's fun. Go do it.
But this area.
Let's see. This guy is selling me things. Grilled lamb. I will definitely buy that. And then he sells the usual stuff. Detox charm. That probably would have come in handy in the previous battle. Vampiric ring. +2. I might actually want to do that, so it's more powerful than I currently have. So I'm going to take that and that. Grilled lamb. We need a habaneristo and a lamb chop. Let's change our equipment. Yes. I'll put away my old ring. I think that should do it for this episode, just because we're already at... I don't want to push forward and go into the way late, just because, you know, time. But I think this is a good episode. We fought the mid-boss. It was a giant mushroom monster, talked about things. I hope you enjoyed this. Come on back, and we will do the second half of this level and see what's going on in the forest of Ringford. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye!